as well. Here is a walkthrough of the enhancements to the engagement agency platform so that we can easily replicate and do some customization based on client needs. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the, I'll just go through the list here. I've got a drop down item here, which I'll just show you first. First of all, I made an admin menu for you guys so you can just kind of get to stuff easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go through it. I'm going to go in my own order just for the heck of it. But
Quick question. Where is the menu? Where do you find that?
I'll send you guys the link. It's just a URL on the site.
Okay.
And just caveat, I need to make whoever's doing this an admin, which I will do. So I'm assuming that's Anna Sophia, so I can do that. So first of all, our menu system, pretty straightforward. I added a sample drop down here so that you can see how it aggregates, right?
Great.
If we want to administer that menu, we need to go here, and we're
Hold
gonna.
on. Sorry, go back 1 second, please.
Yep.
Do that when you say go here. Just do it a little slower, please.
All right. Let me go back to that page. Okay, so here is the admin menu, okay?
Right.
And you're gonna click on the link underneath menu,
Great.
okay? And it's gonna take you here, okay?
Great.
These are the menu systems on our site. Now, just to be clear, the main menu is this one.
Right.
Also, well, actually, you know what? I'm pretty sure that's the only one we're using right now. We have other menus, but we're not using them. So going back to the admin area, I'm going to click on the main menu and list the links. And as you can see, this is kind of some vestiges from the past. We don't need all this stuff, and I can clean it up. But you'll notice that you have each link, whether it's enabled or not,
Great.
and you can edit that link. So, for example, I'll just do this one since we're there. This is the Who We Are tab, which is right here, okay? And I already did a bio link there just for the heck of it. If we edit this, if we're creating a menu from scratch, we can just click the add link button, by the way. Insert the menu, put a path in, which is going to be the URL to the menu item, obviously. And really that's it. And then you just hit save, and you can literally drag these things around like this to put them in what order you want, okay? Now, if we were going to edit this Who We Are menu to include a drop down, it's very straightforward. So you would basically create, I'm just going to pretend that we created a menu item called bio, right? Here
Yep.
it is. This is where it goes to. You can get this when you navigate to the page you created easily. And if it's going to be a submenu, there's two things you have to do. You have to show it as expanded. That's a checkbox right here, very simple, okay? And then you can hit save. And then you simply will drag it underneath. I'll do it again so you can see. Drag it underneath
Yep.
the item that you want it to appear in. And in this case, it's going to be this enabled Who We Are menu item. And so there you go. You save that. And now you can see it's hierarchical underneath there. All
Great.
right. Now, going back to our homepage, if I refresh, nothing really would have changed, but you will have a bio link menu item underneath there. That's menu.
Now that automatically then opens up the page where you can edit it and whatnot. And if you change the order, it brings the page with it wherever you go.
So I've clicked on that submenu. I go there, and I always have as an admin an edit button. That will enable me to edit that piece of content in the text editor, which now works, by the way. So that's how you do it. It's very
Why
straightforward.
is there all that extra spacing there between those paragraphs? Is there any, that's just,
I mean,
oh,
that's just how it was done. I don't know.
oh, okay.
You can tighten it up if you want to.
All right, no worries.
I'll do it. How's that? This is not a real, I don't think this is a bio you really are using.
No, no, it isn't. So, all right, great.
But I'll just do
So
it.
is this on our live site right now?
Yes, but I can disable it and it won't be.
Okay, great. But this
So
is
if I go back to, so just to see that actually, if I go back to my menu and I say bio, I can delete the page if I want. I mean the menu item if I want. Or I can, if I feel like maybe I want it in the future, I can literally just disable it, hit save, and I'll refresh the page, and you'll notice there's no submenu anymore.
Oh man, I love this so much.
All right. Second thing, let's talk about the homepage banner, okay? It's straightforward, but in order for it to work the right way, we have to do it in 2 simple steps. Okay. So, let's pretend that you're going to add a, how do we want to do this? I don't know. We're going to add a new image right now and a new entry or something like that, okay? So what we'll do is, if we go to our main menu, it should be right. What is that? Admin. I'll send you guys this link. Okay, let's go over to the slideshow. Here it is. We're going to add a banner. This is for adding the image only. We will title it so that we have it. So test image, let's just say. And I don't have a good image right now, I realize, but I don't know. Let me find something stupid.
Can you send us the specs for the image?
I will, absolutely. I don't even want to do this here. You know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab one of the old images. Pretend that you're not seeing what I'm doing right now because I don't want to confuse anything yet. I think I don't actually have one. Oh yeah, no, I don't have one. Okay, so I'll just grab one. I'll just pretend we're going to do, I'm just going to save this image. We'll call it brands test. It's the same image, but it's, it's going to be, anyway, so here we are. Oh, you know what I just realized? I have this as a test already, but we'll just do it like this. So I'm going to choose this from my computer. Here's the test image. And I'm not going to do anything else. I'm just literally going to save it. There it is. Wow.
Beautiful.
Now, there's 2 steps. You're going to click on this, and you're just going to copy this URL right here, okay? So I'm copying that. That's the URL to the image that we just uploaded. Here's step 2. And this is on your admin menu, just so you know. We're going to now administer the slides, and we go here. Go all the way to the bottom, and you'll see you have a slider management area now. So, I'm just going to pick one of these guys here. I don't want to actually, I'm going to do the first one because it's actually the same image so that we're not messing with the site. So what you're going to do is, you're going to go here, and you're going to, actually, you know what? I'll do it on this one since it's not published, and then we'll publish it. So the first text box, you're going to literally just paste in that URL to the image that you have there. Then you're going to add your title, Randy's Test. And you're going to add your description. This is a test. And you're going to decide to publish it, and you're going to decide what order you want this thing in. Higher numbers are lower down, negative numbers are at the top. I'm going to leave it where it is because it's in the second slot right now. 0 is first, and I'm going to hit save. Straightforward. Now, we're going to go back to the home page, and you're going to see that there is now Randy's Test with that image there.
That's fantastic.
All right, that is the imaging. Now, what I'm going to do though is I'm going to go back, and I'm going to now take Randy's Test. As you can see, it's here now. I'm going to unpublish that because we don't want to see that. I'm going to hit save. I'm going to go back to the home page, and you'll see that it is not in the second slot anymore. All right, that is slider and banner management.
Terrific.
All right, let's see what we got. Okay, let's talk about logos. Very straightforward. It's really easy. Here's the link. It's literally in the logo image settings area that I made. I left this unchecked because our default logo could change for each instance, so we're not gonna use that. But what we are gonna do is upload a logo image, whatever that might be. I'm not gonna do it right now because it's gonna change the image, but it's literally selecting an image. I'll send you the specs and hitting save.
Now, what logo does that change? It goes right next to the engagement agency.
That changes this top area here.
Beautiful.
This
Right.
is all one image actually. So I'll give you the specs on it, but that's what it changes.
Hold
okay?
on. So now let me understand. So in other words, it replaces the engagement agency goals achieved. We replace it with something else.
Yeah, you have, this is your area for a logo, and I'll send you the specs.
Right.
What is it?
Excellent.
It's 516 by 92, but I'll send that to you.
Yeah, what you can, I mean, just to wrap up, when you'll send the admin link and you'll send the specs for the images and logos. Right.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about areas on the site. I'm calling this the header. As an admin, you now have a gear. You see this gear?
Yeah.
You click it and you click configure block. It's the only thing you can do. Guess what? Here's your text up at the top there. Okay, one per line, and it's gonna make it look like a menu for you, okay? Change your content. If I did extension 2300, just as a test, it's now 2300. Go back, we're gonna edit that. It's edited now. You can change these too, same way, okay?
And you find the content the same way in the back end. The pages
Yes.
themselves.
Like if you were making a link to this, yes, you would do that. You would make it a link. Like for example, this is a link, right? And if I highlight that link and I use the editor,
Yep.
it shows me where it actually goes. So
Yep.
you do that. If you wanted a link on this phone number, you would literally highlight it, click the link button, put in your URL, hit OK, and now that would be a link.
Yep.
I'm not doing that right this second. This is the same process for all of the items on your footers. They all have the gear now.
Oh,
And you can
you're killing me.
you can just edit the stuff. Okay? Same with your resources. These are just link lists. It's the same thing. And the contact us is the same also. Here it is. This is just a stylized box. And you can do stuff like that using the editor.
Gosh, our address is wrong there. Oh,
Well, you'll have to change it.
Yeah.
And you also have one here, which is a secondary resource box area.
Oh, this is fabulous.
And there it is, and you can just change the text out of that. Okay, now, let's talk about, well, the ability to change content on the content pages. Now you just go to it, and you have an edit button, and you can do whatever you need to do, and hit save.
Well, hold on. We could always do that. It's what we couldn't do is on the home page, change the copy, create your new value through people. That
Let me show you that. Again, this is all, a lot of the stuff on the home page is in the appearance area, which I have a menu for. So, but I also have it on the links. So here's the engagement area link. You know what? I'm going to actually do something even better. I'm going to add, right as we speak, I'm going to add this menu to our menu system. How do you like that? I'm going to do it right here. And I'm going to add a shortcut, and it's going to be called, it's going to be called admin menu. And it's going to be right here now, okay? So now you have a link right to this menu at all times. All right.
All right. So where is it?
Right here in this gray area, I made a link
admin.
called admin menu, so you can always get.
Great.
Okay.
That one now, from now on, when we go in as admin, we'll see that admin menu.
Exactly. That's where it is.
Okay. Now, by the way, Aunt Sophia and I both go in here, so we'll both want that access.
Okay, good. So you'll both have it. In fact, I'll do it in a minute. I'm not going to do that right now. Just have to go through it. All right, let's talk about the homepage tagline, which is what this is called, okay? This stuff here
Yep.
underneath the banner. So that's homepage tagline. Click. Here you are, same area where the slideshow is actually. You have slider management and you have homepage settings. Here is your homepage tagline. It's a text box. Put the text in and you can go ahead and go to town with it. And
Yeah, but it has code in there. Can't you set it up like the other ones where there's no code?
I can do that, but I need to deal with that. So I can let me come up with a workflow that's slightly easier than you having to put code in that. But the only code you're ever going to need to put in it is this code that this learn more button links off of. And if you ever, that's the only place where you really would want code here, I would think. And
Well, I'd like to be able to change that copy the way we change every other copy without having to see refs and.
all right, fine. I'll do that. All right, I'll add that. I'll make it easy for you.
Now, by the way, I'll make it easy for you. If you get off this call, I mean, today you email me, not that it's a lot of money, but email me the money I owe you and I'll send it to you on Monday.
All right, you rock. I'll handle that though. I have an idea to make it super easy. Okay, so this is probably, you'll probably still do this here. I'll just make it easier for you to just do it. But this is where you would do that.
Great.
All right, let's go back to the admin menu. I think I've showed you everything. Yes.
Colors.
The colors. So again, same spot actually. Now we have a skin setting, and I added a couple of other things. You don't really need to change all this. I think you should keep it, but I did it. However, you now have a theme color with a bunch of different colors, right? So if you wanted the site to be light orange, you would just set that to light orange, hit save, and now you have a site that has an orange color scheme to it. As you can see, everything's orange. You still have to change your graphics though, but all the other stuff is now orange.
Right.
You can do that for, what's the other one? There's a bunch of them I added, but it's under skin settings.
Oh,
And you can do green. What'd you say?
so in other words, what I'm interested in is not only the different colors, but where you can apply those colors.
I'll show you where it gets applied.
Hold on one second. It's my long lost brother. I haven't heard from him in years. Hold on one second. Hey, Steve. I'm actually on a business call, but I was so stunned you were calling. I just wanted to pick up and let you know I'll call you back later today. You're kidding. Oh, listen, I really want to catch up. I was thinking of calling you. Nice to hear from you, but I just got a bunch of calls for 4 hours. Okay. Okay, adios. Bye. Right, sorry about that.
No worries. I made it blue, and you can see all the menu rollovers highlights are blue.
Oh, man.
Buttons become blue. The slider thing becomes blue.
Oh.
All your links become blue. And, anything on your pages that's, it just becomes blue, basically. So,
So could you just quickly, I forgot again that this was being recorded, talking to my brother. Could you just show again the colors and the different areas of the website that can be changed?
Yeah, so you go to colors. You then just go down to skin settings here. And then you go to theme color.
I know that I see, but you can apply them to different places as you showed.
When you select a theme, I'm going to do green.
Okay.
It makes your menus green when you roll over them or where you're highlighted up.
Okay, all right.
It makes your links here green. It makes your footer items green.
Got it.
And it makes your admin links green. I can't change graphics. You just have to do a different graphic.
Then I get it. All right, very good.
All right, let me put that back so that you have it. The one that's the default, by the way, is called T. and you can just go back, and then all of a sudden you're back to your yellow. I think that's everything.
Yeah. So just send me then our administrative links and John, Sophie, and me. Then, and then you were also, pardon me, I'll put the video back on. Then,
I'm gonna give you the specs for the header image also.
yeah, the specs for the header image and the logo.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. And Randall, you know what? I love this because it's so. By the way, there's a lot of things we can do with this, but it's so much easier than all the engagement portal shit.
Yeah, it's straightforward. It's very
Yeah.
straightforward.
So one other thing on that, I told you I'm in a lawsuit with them. Well, they really made some big mistakes that might actually. I have a chance at getting some money, believe it or not, and getting the rights back to the technology.
Really?
That was not in the realm of possibility before. So, oh no, it'll take another year, but what are you going to do? Hey, but justice always wins in the long run, right? In the long run.
Yeah. Well, if it comes back, I would probably have some thoughts on how to do it a lot better now, anyway. So.
You know, but you know what? It might be too late now. There are too many things coming out. Okay, but this, you know, where we have really big potential in this, ironically, this publishing platform.
This is a no. This is easy. This is a clean.
Well, actually, but I have another project. No, here's the funny thing, and I'll let you go. But um, years ago, all of our publishing sites are run on the platform that we developed that's perfectly designed for a publisher that no one has. I've never seen anybody do, and it needs to be. In other words, it handles all your subscriptions. People can subscribe, your email newsletters, your advertising reports.
Mhm.
Someone subscribes, you get a notification they subscribe, and it does it in a fully integrated platform, right? Like just like we used to call it press to web, because it enabled you to integrate print and the internet, and you still can in a sense, right? Excuse me, mosquitoes out here. But anyway, so to make a long story short, so really our opportunity, I think, the niche is now the whole one-to-one publishing concept.
I like that.
Everybody's building their own platforms because
Really.
you know you can do. You have to integrate a subscription thing, double click, all of these. You have to you have to integrate them all, and everyone's doing it as a one-off, or you have to pay some huge amount of money. So I have to look at the marketplace shift. I don't think. Remember, I'm a publisher. I know what a publisher needs. And
Yeah.
so anyway, that's our. I think this is a much easier thing to engage in. But I'm
Cool.
going to make money on that anyway.
Let's get some instances up. You know.
Well, we okay. Oh, that forgot to tell you. We have 3 coming, guaranteed. So now here's the timing on them. Even though we're supposed to be able to do it quickly, I'm going to be getting the specs for all 3 of them next week. So you're going to have to, create the instance. Let me ask you this: What more would it take for you to really simplify creating the instance? Because I think they could be coming very rapidly now. And frankly, I'd rather not pay $250 if I'm having 100 of these things.
I mean, well, let's talk about this for 2 minutes because I do have.
Yeah, well, let me tell you why. I have a customer who may want 50. Now remember, this is recurring revenue.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you. What are we doing here? Because what we're actually talking about, just to be clear, is we're talking about we're basically hosting a website for them, right? I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it is, right? And you're paying me to create the instance so that whatever DNS they give you points to that instance on my server, right? Because just like what Engagement Agency is, except there's just other URLs and there's more, and we've just done something to customize it to a degree. So that's great. I think what are we doing? You're gonna X amount of money that we agree on is gonna be the setup for that domain, for that instance, let's just call it, right? And then what? Is there a reoccurring hosting fee or anything like that?
Of course, you have to tell me. Look, let me tell you the use case. Let's just step back one moment, right? What are we doing? We're helping these guys create a new business. So it's like a Wix in a way, right?
Right.
Except that we're giving them the content and we're giving them all the, because Wix just gives them a template, go to town, right? We're literally
you've handled their content needs and their marketing angle and all that crap. and you
That's
kind of become their agency in a way.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
And
I
then
get
we
it. I
sell
get it.
technologies to them that they
Totally
bring
get
to
it.
their clients.
All right,
Okay.
I understand that. So for me, what that means is replicating the instance, and then since we've built pretty good customization tools, I'm kind of you just go to town with Anna Sophia with what you need, and then I just have to do my hosting. We should work out the hosting slash maintenance thing for the hosting of it, I guess, right?
Well, if I want it to be covered in the one-time thing that I pay you in advance for the year, that's how I want it to
So
work.
it's each year this rolls over.
That's right. And you'll get paid in advance for the hosting. So in
Okay.
other words, each one of these guys, we're selling this for $1,500, but it includes other things, so not just the website, but we have to help them with the copy, and then we write an article for them, and we do a marketing, little marketing program for $1,500, right?
Yeah.
So right now, you and I had agreed that I would charge them that I would pay you $250.
Okay.
Now, I have to pay you what you need to make it. First off, what it costs you plus what you need to make it worthwhile. So that's the base on that. So I just want to lower your costs as much as possible. Because if this works, we could have 2,000 of these things. There's thousands of companies that could use this. This isn't something where we're going to have five. If it works, we're going to have thousands of companies.
Well, then in that, I think that there's always going to be a little bit of setup time because remember I have to replicate an instance and I can automate certain aspects of the replication. Okay, it's not something that can happen instantaneously. It's something that I'd have to build a set of scripts to automate the replication
Well, I
for.
was going to say, think about what would it cost you to do that?
Well, I can think about it. It's some time. I mean, it's like a real thing I have to automate.
All right.
It might be worth it for you to do it. It might be more worth it for you to do it when you know you have a lot. It's
Well,
gonna
then
be
let's
a
do it
couple
that
bucks.
way. And look, I can live with the 250. I mean, 200 would sound a lot better, but if you can't do it for 200, we'll do it for 250.
Well, I believe when we first spoke, you were gonna have me update their logos and the basic stuff. I don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah,
So,
you create the instance.
I need to make sure my hosting costs are covered, which doesn't.
Yes.
And the thing that the hosting isn't really that expensive. The thing that gets expensive is the backups, because we have to have backups.
Oh,
Like we really do.
yeah.
And I just need to make sure, the 250, including setup and a year's worth of hosting, is kind of a pretty good deal. I have to.
All right. Leave it at that.
Because if you think about it,
The only reason I'm worrying about it, a 250 is fine, but I'm cutting a deal with this one guy to give him a volume deal,
I'll give
right?
you a volume discount if you get a volume amount of these things.
All right. If I get a 20, just for this one guy, if I get a 25 deal, you'll do those for 200?
Yeah.
Just
Well, I don't know how much less that is. I got to do the math. What is it? It's either.
I don't want to kill. Let's not battle too much over $50. But
No, I
have to
will.
be
I
very
will.
lean.
I want you to be happy too. It's if you got what do you say 25?
I'm going to offer this guy 25, and that I'm basically paying for. Right? I've got it. It's coming out of my profits. That's why I care.
So you're talking about a difference of $500 over the 20?
Is that really what it is? I haven't really.
No, wait. Let me see.
25 times it's
250 times 20 is
$5,000.
250 times 20 is 5,000. Okay. 250.
Yeah.
200 times 20 is 4,000. So it's $1,000
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
I'll-
for those 20.
I think.
It may not even happen. But
Well,
it's
remember,
a
I have
very
to still cover my host. I could do 225 on those.
Here's what I'll do for you. I will pay them in advance. They may not even come over the course of the year.
So you pay them in advance, and then whatever ones come in over the year, we're covered on.
Yeah. And then he'd renew it the following year. See, then here's what's going to happen. He's going to get the right. I'm willing to pay you in advance because he's going to pay me in advance. He's going to get the right to offer this to say 25 of his top customers, right? And they're not all going to do it instantaneously.
So
It'll
they're not
probably
all
happen
being
over.
hosted. They're not all being hosted day one. In other words.
Oh no, it'd be spread out over 4 months. But
All
I
right,
would pay
fine.
you at the beginning. I'd have a credit for those many storefronts that you'd be paid for in advance. You don't have to
All right.
decide right now.
No, I will. I mean, let's just lock this down. Whatever. I mean, 4,500 sounds more right to me than 4,000 over the year. But if this is a way for it to get going and it's cool, I can. I don't know. I'll just do it. I'll do it for 4,000. That's cool.
Well, you'd really help me on this, but don't worry about it yet. Okay. In other words, you're doing me a favor you might never have to do. So,
Right. If you're going to
um,
pay up front on the 4,000
yeah,
and telling me they're going to kind of trickle in and I'm not going to get crushed all at once with it,
not a chance.
then we'll do it for 4,000 on this one. Let's reserve any long-term agreements to an ad hoc basis. You know, if you know you're getting 50, let's have another discussion about 50. For single one-off items, I'd like to keep it at 250 right now if we could.
Not a
And
problem. No, that's perfect. That's fine.
okay, cool.
For anything else, that works fine. I built it in.
All right.
Okay, my friend. Great job. I didn't need to record all of that, but I'll just skim it off. But the
Doesn't
only
matter.
battle
Now
out
you
here is,
have our discussion if you ever need to refer to it.
pardon me.
You have our money discussion if you ever
I
need
know, it's great. Isn't this fantastic?
to.
What do you think of this Zoom thing, by the way? You enjoy basically now being face to face more with your clients on the phone?
I never saw them anyway, except on Zoom anyway. Nothing's really changed for me.
Oh, but you were on Zoom long before this?
Well, it wasn't
Yeah, I
Zoom.
wasn't using video
I was using
until
Bloomberg
COVID.
has their own version of Zoom. IBM has their own version of Bloom. Zoom.
I know that people use video before COVID.
All my stuff was video.
Oh, really?
I
It's
did.
all of mine audio, but not video.
No,
Fine.
I was doing video conferencing for 2 years, the last 18 months straight with IBM, and I've been doing it for 5 years with Bloomberg. I mean,
So this is all seamless. COVID meant nothing to you guys.
not really, no. In fact, it's been a great year. But it's screwed up my kids.
Yeah, isn't it? Well, listen, we're gonna have quite stories to tell someday, man. I love history, so living it is the best thing of all. Hey, listen, have a great day. Great work. Send me that invoice. Get us that stuff, and we'll talk to you, my friend.
All right, thank you so much. Talk to you.
Adios. Take care. Have a good weekend. Bye.